This film is rated PG-13. Richard may scare children with his charisma and outfit. This movie also exemplifies how Richard got his nickname.
Sweet saint for charity, be not so cursed.
Foul hence and trouble us not, for thou hast made the earth the happy earth thy hell, filled it with cursing cries and deep exclaims. If thou delight to view thy heinous deeds, behold this pattern of butcheries. Dead Henry's wounds open their congealed mouths and bleed afresh. Blush, blush, though lump of foul deformity, for 'tis thy presence that exhales this blood from cold and empty veins, where no blood dwells. Thy deed, inhuman and unnatural, provokes this deluge most unnatural. O God, which this blood madest, revenge his death. O earth, which this blood drinkest, revenge his death. Either heaven with lightning strike the murderer dead, or earth gape open wide, and eat him quick, as thou dost swallow up this good king's blood, which his hell-governed arm hath butchered.
But I know none, and therefore am no beast.
Oh, wonderful when villains tell the truth.
Oh, beautiful when angels are so angry. Let me have some patient leisure to excuse myself.
Fouler than heart can think thee, thou canst make no excuse current, but to hang thyself.
And I should accuse myself.
And by despairing shouldst thou excused for doing worthy vengeance on thyself, which did unworthy slaughter upon others.
Say I slew them not?
Bullshit. Why then he's alive?
No, he is dead and slain by Edward's hand.
Fact.
Your beauty was the cause of that effect, and if to die only to spend 1 hour on your bosom, it would be worth it.
And tell thee homicide, these nails should rend that beauty from my cheeks.
Never endure beauty's wreck. Such a sweet life to behold, I could not bear to stand you to see it thrown away.
Black night overshade thy day, and death thy life.
Curse not thyself, for thou art both.
I would I were that I might revenge on thee.
Poison from so sweet a place.
Never hung poison on so foul a toad. Out of my sight, thou dost infect my eyes. Yeah!
They were that I might die at once, for now they kill me with a living death. Those eyes of thine from mine have drawn salt tears, shamed their aspect up with store of childish drops. These eyes which never shed a remorseful tear, know when my father York and Edward wept to hear the piteous moans that Rutland made, when black-faced Clifford shook his sword at him, nor when thy warlike father, like a child, told the sad story of my father's death, and 20 times made pause to sob and weep, that all the standards by had wet their cheeks like trees bedashed with rain. In that sad time my manly eyes did scorn an humble tear, and what these sorrows could not thence exhale, thy beauty hath, and made them blind with weeping. I never sued to friend nor enemy, my tongue could never learn sweet smoothing words, but now thy beauty is proposed at my fee, my proud heart sues and prompts my tongue to speak. Teach not thy lips such scorn, for they were made for kissing, lady, not for such contempt. If thy revengeful heart cannot forgive, lo, here I lend thee this sharp-pointed sword, which if thou please to hide it in this true bosom, and let soul forth that adoreth thee, I lay it naked to a deadly stroke, and humbly beg the death upon my knee. Thine eyes, my lady, have affected mine.
Would they were basilisks, to strike thee dead.
Nay, do not pause, for I did kill King Henry, but 'twas thy beauty that provoked me. Nay, now dispatch, 'twas I that stabbed young Edward, but 'twas thy heavenly face that set me on. take up the sword again, or take up me.
Arise, dissembler. Though I wish thy dead, I will not be thy executioner.
Then bid me kill myself.
I have already.
Tush, that was in your rage. Speak it again, and even with the word, that hand which for thy love did kill thy love, shall for thy love kill a far truer love. To both the deaths shalt thou be accessory.
I knew thy heart.
'Tis figured in your tongue.
I fear me both are false.
Then no men were ever true.
Well, well, put up your sword.
Then say my peace is made,
That shall you know hereafter.
then shall I live in hope.
All men, I hope, would so.
Safe to wear this ring.
To take is not to give.
I beseech thee, grant me this boon.
With all my heart, and much it joys me too. See you are become so penitent. Trustful apparently, come along with me.
I bid thee farewell.
I imagine I have said farewell. Imagine I have said farewell already.
Was ever woman in this humor wooed? Was ever woman in this humor won? I'll have her, but I will not keep her long. What? I that killed her husband and his father, to take her in her heart's extremest hate, with curses in her mouth, tears in her eyes, the bleeding witness of her hatred by, having God her conscience in these bars against me, and I nothing to back my suit at all, but the plain devil and dissembling looks. And yet to win her, all the world to nothing. Ha! Hath she forgot already the brave Prince Edward, her lord, whom I some 3 months since stabbed in my angry mood at Tewkesbury? A sweeter and lovelier gentleman, framed in prodigality of nature, young, valiant, wise, and no doubt right royal. The spacious world cannot again afford, and she will yet debase her eyes on me, that cropped the golden prime of this sweet prince, and made her widow to a woeful bed. On me, those who not all equals Edward's moiety, on me that halts and am unshapen thus, my dukedom to a beggary denier. I do mistake my person all this while. Upon my life she finds, although I cannot myself to be a marvelous proper man. I'll be at charges for a looking glass, and entertain some scorn or two of tailors, to study fashions to adorn my body, since I am crept in favor with myself. I will maintain it with some little cost, but first I'll turn yon fellow in his grave. First.
Foul devil, for God's sake, hence and trouble us not. For thou hast made the happy earth thy hell.
Josh, you can't be that
And
close.
filled with... You're going and then I'm going. Your crowd is really distracting. It's like, ooh, shiny.
I'll be a new day. They wanna smell like me, they want my bouquet. But they can't, they accent it like the UK. Turn that Uday, Lupe, the Pepe, Le Pew spray. Flagrantly fragrant and they can't escape it. My perfume pursued them everywhere that they went. You don't wanna alone.